Hey, what's going on? Do I look a little dirty or am I a little tan? Is this how a book starts? What do you pick up the book and it's not even a book because you hear him talking. So it's actually like a screen, like a movie on a screen, but it's not a movie at all. Actually, somebody is moving. Could be me. Am I the only one in there? Absolutely not. You think I'm the only one here? Absolutely not. Everything we do is documented. Everything. So if you thought you forgot something in your life, okay, just save up a bunch of shit before you die. So when you're just on your deathbed and you're thinking it's all so sad, just remember all the things you're going to see in heaven. What you did when you were 11 years old. How you screwed your brother's sister. That'd be insane because that would be your sister too. Where are we next? Does anybody want to know who the golden egg is? You see, this yellow on the card is not only yellow, it's the egg. Don't you see the egg? Right there on the bottom of your chin. Do you remember that saying? On the hair of my chinny chin chin. Don't forget nothing. Forget absolutely nothing, even the stupidest of things. Save that up. Write it in a book so you remember. So when you get to heaven, okay, you can look all that shit up. You'll be more excited to be there than you'll forget that you were even here. Where's that girl I met? Oh, she's still on Earth. Holy fuck. Let me take a look. Look up her zip code. Holy Christ, she's not the same. She looks like she's 90. Oh, wait a second. I'm 90. Hold on a second. Let me look in the mirror. Should we look in the mirror together? There we are. I don't look 90, do I? I must have got a whole lot younger when I got up to heaven, eh? Thank God for death. Brings life back into the actual body of the mind. Do you understand what I'm saying? The body of the mind. Because that is your entire body. Whatever you need to consist of your mind is who you are. It's with your mind that you make everything move. Whether they've used it in stories on TV or not. Can you move things with your mind? In all actualities, you can. I don't know how it works in this world, but in the other world, where's your body? Do you have to fabricate a body every day? You go to sleep at night. I mean, what's the difference to you if you're hung upside down as long as you're comfortable? You know what I'm saying? Like a bat inside a beehive. It comes in from the bottom. Anybody ever have a mutt? TUM is a mutt or smut. You know what I'm saying? Here, they're smoothies. I'm killing, I need these Tums. Anyways, this is what we're going to go to next. Did you ever think of this? And I didn't go through, I'm only bringing it up because I know it's on my list of to do. And in fact, I don't think there's anything not on my list to do. You know what I'm saying? So, what we're going to do first is the cars. We have GMC, or General Motors Company, but they seem to always call them by the initials. You going to GM? Yeah, I'm going to GM. But when it's Ford, you don't say I'm going to FD. Hey, I'm going to FD. Because you can't go to FD. Because FD is the fourth and the sixth numbers. And if you say that, my friends, you're screwed. Because that's us. 6 and 4, 10 makes man. On the dice, of course. We have to be made on the dice, you know. On the cards, it's something different. But on the dice, it's a whole new world. The dice, but let me forget about dice now. Let me continue on with the cars. Okay, you have Ford, FOR, O and R. Okay, is gold in French. F is for man's face, and D is the egg. Why is D the egg? And before I get into this and out of this, this dice cube is owned by one spirit and two, the beta system. And I'll explain this in a minute. Let me finish with the cars. Honda, Hyundai, da, day, D, it's all the same. This is a day. This is a dice cube. In another language, it's a day. Sunday. Anyways, Honda, Ford, Toyota, Mazda, Lada. Well, you have Maserati, Okay, all these ending with I's and E's. Okay, anyways, it's because there's all a connection in all these names. Of course, in creation, we have to turn another page, open other car dealers, see what the names that there are, and what the letter count that it is, and then you got to multiply the letter count, then you got to add the letter count, and then you go to the number system. One of the number systems is, how do we get number 38? Well, it's 38 pennies. How do we get number 38 quicker? Well, it's a quarter, a dime, and then 3 pennies. How do we get 38? Well, it could be the letter R, and it could be the letter T, standing for right, first and last letters. Alpha, omega of the word, R and T, 38. 39 would make it perfect. That would be the one spirit. Where am I now? I know where I'm going. I'm just not quite sure which sidewalk to step onto right now. I seem to not like to go into another world to look for something new to talk about when I forget certain things. But let's jump off the cars, because we do know that there's one-door cars. That'd be probably God coming down here. The one-door cars are race cars. F1, the face of man. F, the 4. The F part, let me show you. This is the F part, okay? This is the F part. But at the same time, it's also D, okay, like this one. Because all you got is 2 extra dots in the center here, okay? Now let me get back. We're going to finish with the cars, okay? We're going to let them be the way it is, okay? There's all kinds of cars for different kinds of usage, and everything has a different kind of license plate. Because if it's got to be marked down here on Earth, it's definitely documented up in the sky. And it's documented with numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got number 39, well, number 39, 3, 6, 9, 20, let's see, 33, 36, 39. That would be 13 threes. Okay, creation. That's the one thing about pi you got to remember. It's 3 points and then the 7 worlds. Okay, I'm still trying to figure out what dots and points are, because sometimes I see that dot being as a total 10. I know I'm jumping all over the place. Go to the American dollar bill. Look at the pyramid and where it says in Roman numerals MDC, I don't know, LL, whatever it is, XX. So go to it. Just before the M, there's a letter J there. And when you hold it further away, it turns to a T. They both are omega letters. One means 10, the other means 20. Because we've already gone up 2 flights of stairs before we came to man. And then 3 and 4 came together, was heaven and man. Heaven came to man when he was born. Before, it was a water heaven. Oh, which is a funny word. Very funny word. Es-tu au courant? Are you up to date? But eau courant also means water and current, the current of water. And eau courant also in French also means electrical current. The same thing as a circuit, okay, is an electrical box, okay? And circuit in English would be a home run. And that would load up the 3 bases, right? Because man is 6. 3 bases for the team here and 3 bases for the other team. You understand what's missing? You see, our diamonds in the rough is because it's pointing up. The other team we're playing is right here with us, inside our body, inside our minds, seen right with us. As close up as we can see, they can see too. But they're still not down here. And you are actually the last vision. So you're 2 of them. 2 different teams in a baseball. 1 team on that side, 1 team on this side. Well, it's almost like that. The yin and the yang. It's electrical. It goes around. You're either in the infield on defense, outfield on defense, or you're at the plate. Oh, there's always a guy doing this, eh? You ever see the guy doing that? What does he do at the plate? What does he lift up in his fingers? Whatever he does, I can tell you what it means under my definitions in laws of creation. Okay, so now we're going to jump off to something else, and we're going to go to first. Finishes with ST. It starts with an F. It finishes with a T. The total is 26. And the funny question always asked, 622 6, is just an expression of saying this world, the two worlds. Why? Let me show you something. This is the two dice. 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 And this is the two dice. And this is the two dice. Okay? These are all the way two can go. Two owns this side here. It does not own this. If the one went next to the two, okay, they would turn around and look like this. This, okay, is 2, 1, 2. It means this is the two world, and this is the two world, and this is the one. This says 1 and 4. And if you ever want to know what 1 and 4 is, the first two numbers in pi are 3.14. This is corner number 1, corner number 3, corner number 7, corner number 9. All God. All God except for one thing. They're all betas. They're 2 and 2. It's still beta corners. Okay? Now we go to the one that's over here. It's the same thing. It's all beta. There isn't, and first of all, the dice should be like this. Okay? That way you can't tell whether it's a Z or an N. This dice creates the H, the I, the N, and the Z. Heinz. 8, 9, 14, 26 letter count. Total letter count of Heinz, 57. In a single digit, it says creation from a tomato. See what they did with tomatoes, because tomatoes are big time. I mean, they're in my mind all the time, and I don't know why. Okay, because it's a red tomato, or is it a green tomato? Because a green tomato says, I have life. And a red tomato says, I'm ripe. Just come out of the sun, of course, just like a tomato. Think I'm a couple of colors now? I'm half Indian, half bald. They don't have a religion for bald people, eh? You should come up with a religion for bald people. They'll go, let me see why I'm bald. I'm getting a revelation. I know why I'm bald. I know why I'm bald. I get it. I get it. Does everybody know why I'm bald? Okay. Because I don't have enough hair on my head. That's why I'm bald. I just came up with that right now. I'm bald because I don't have enough hair on my head. Well, wait a second. Let's go on to something else. We're going to go on to first, second, and third. We did the dice, right? We did the dice. Okay, I finished with that. Heinz. This is only beta. The only time this is two betas, okay, and one spirit in the center. You would call this dice the corners a total of 20. The inside would be 5. The total of this dice would be 25. Each spot is an average of 5. It always seems to work out in all the numbers, whatever they are. I can explain them all, whichever one you want to know. But this one only has one God. But it's got two betas on two different corners. The only one, you see this one? All the corners, all beta corners, okay? And the one center, well, you know, that's the Spirit of God. That's the heart. That's you. When it's a dice, that's supposed to be you. I should have told you that earlier. Another thing I want to tell you is, why is that you? Because 5, it takes 9 to get birth. 59 minutes, 5 and 9 to give birth. Okay? Why is 5 like 9? 5 is like 9 for the reason that in craps, the payout of 5 and 9 is exactly the same. Not only that, 14:14 is just hit on the clock. Not only that, okay, but 5, F-I-V-E, is a total letter count of 42. 9 is a total letter count of 42 also. Same thing. Not only that, 5 and 9 are partners. Okay? When it comes to 59 seconds, they move on to the next round. The two digits move. The two digits move. So that's one of their things that they do together. Not only that, but Einstein is 5959. Okay, with an ST in the middle. It's almost like saying E-I-E-I-O, because the fifth letter and the ninth letter is E and I. And everybody knows the O on a dice is 4. This is the 7 worlds. We took away the 3 worlds to create the 7 worlds. Although there's 6 sides, the only time you can create 7 is when this one spirit goes on to the 6 dice here. Okay? I am going to be, if I could, I want to buy 1,000 of these dice, and I'm going to make a piece of something. Who knows? Okay. Do you think they would mark 92 and show B's for nothing, and then on here it shows ZS 52 if you want? 92. To bring this to a 10-10, you need a 1 and an 8. But if you reverse the 1 and the 8, or the 2 and the 9, you get 81. If you get 1 and 8, it means 2 9s get into it. Okay? If you reverse this to 29, the 10 would be 81. And you understand what I'm saying? 18 or 81, they both become, okay, the letter R, all the same. Okay, at the end I'll explain that in a minute. But 1 and 8 or 81, 9 times 9, and those are the 81 worlds. So the answer here is 81. This is also a representation of black. How would you find this? Coincidence or not? The number for black is 29. 2 plus 9 is 11. 1 plus 1 is 2. White, total count, 65. The same number as the wolf and ends up on the Mediterranean. 6 and 5 is 11. 1 and 1 is 2. Both black and white equal the same number. Are they different? Are they? Or are they the same? They're something exact because their numbers are exact. Is it they're both first in their own realm? Just like a mother is first in the category of being your mother. I mean, it's not your father, your mother. And the same thing with your father, your mother, your mother, your father. You ever think of this? Male, mother. Female, father. How'd they do that? Hey, how'd they do that? Let me mark this down here. Female, mother. Male, father. Both ways, it's MF and FM. Okay? F and M, female and male, mother and father, 6 and 13, 19, it doesn't matter. It creates the one spirit of birth. The answer, the total 2 initial value says it is the one spirit of birth given from the 2. Let me go on to something I may have missed. First ends in ST. Okay? Second ends in ND. And third ends in RD. So it should read standard. It could be standard. It's the electronic standard world. And why I put an E here is it's a TE or it's an EN, the sound. So 2 E's can make me automatically give me an A, because I already have an A here for which world it is, because third, man's in the third world, God's in the first world, we are in the second world. Well, 2 and 3 are sort of together. 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, and keep going down the list between those two, always together. God, 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 19, 22, 25, 28, 31, 34. That's the row. That's the row that brings the spirit into creation. Don't forget delta, the number 4 on your telephone, okay? That's an omega, because on a dice it shows omega, so it shows 2 different things, two different things, but connecting in 2 different worlds, because 4 corners, okay? I know I jumped off the ST. Now let me finish the ST, then I'll get back to this. So you actually have standard here. But then you have these 2 total 39, which means 10, and it'll give you any word that's concrete. Anytime you see an ST in a word, it's going to be more of a concrete word than anything else. It's a word of perfection, okay, and noted like that in the Olympics. And nobody in the Olympics should ever get a 10, because 10 shouldn't exist. The only time 10 should exist is when you're sitting in front of your fireplace, you want to talk to God about something. Then 10 exists. Otherwise, 10 don't exist. Okay? It's 9 and 11. 10 is nothing to do with us. Man cannot walk without a stick. Okay? Man needs a walking stick in this world. And that's from God. Okay? Like a crutch. So anyways, ST and D. Nostradamus 14 and 4, 18, which means high, or the one world of the 8. 18, one spirit, and then the 8 around it, just like on your telephone. Second world. Okay? RD 22, it means life. 22 and 18, second and third create 40. And it's 40 around the Monopoly board. 36 and 4 corners, and 5 trains. 22 properties, and you got to watch out where you are, because they're going to attack you in that game. There's a secret in that game. I haven't learned it yet because I'm so busy and all over the place. It seems like every time I allocate my workouts to the rest that are in the room, everybody seems to never be here. I guess I'm all alone. Okay, so now we go 39 and 40 is a total of 79, and that's what it's all about, the seventh gate. 7 for God, and 9 for the birth of man. G and I, like in the army, everything in the army partakes to who we are, you know? The sergeant, the general, the private. Hey, it's general. Well, if it's general, it's just about anything. But in the army, general is a little bit higher, more up than a private. And then again, we get to the stripes and the chevron and the Pontiac and the reason for them. Do you know what happens? As far as I see it, beta, okay, as you saw, I'm going to show you again on the dice. You know what a spider is, right? Imagine beta owning all this, and the beta goes here, and the beta's leg is here, and the beta's leg is here, and the beta's leg is here, and the beta leg is here, and the beta leg is here. Why don't you see? Okay, what's missing? Well, the body is missing. That's where man, when man stands up here, right, this dice gets turned this way and gets put into that dice. And that's how we become the 9. So this would be the spider, and she would hook up to all these things here, okay, to bring across the energies from the 2 worlds. And what would happen after that is, you know what would happen? You see the hat on this jack? Well, this goes between the legs of a spreading 45-degree angle. And that is what connects the 2 sides of 1, 3, 4, 6, and 7, 9. Don't forget, in roulette, 8 is black, 7 and 9 in red. You want to know how you connect them? They connect. I'm going to show you. They basically connect like that. See the way the X comes through the center of the 8 area? Because that's where he's going to end up. But he shows it to you in a 2. But that's not only a 2. Okay, I'm going to show you. What letter do you see here? A queen? A Q? Take a closer look. Let me darken it in for you. I wasn't sure if you can see. Can you see? Are you guys all right out there? You're all right out there? You all right? Yeah? I think of what everybody says when they, I don't really get many, what's it called, comments, but I take notes. The queen, the 2, the knot, the Cancer sign, into life. Why is it like this? Because it dips into the 1 box, it dips into the 2 box, it skirmishes by the corner of the 3, it skirmishes by the 6, wraps around, and ends up in the 9th position. There were a few more things that I'd seen like that. But just to know, why is 23 the W? Because it's 2 and 3 in this world, okay? 2 and 3, okay? The 1 ain't here. you're the one, okay? What happens is this is what happens to it, okay? Not, anyways, this is, I'm just going to keep it as the one spirit, okay? And it becomes here. So it's this is the world, because it's all the exterior of every side of this dice is only because of the two dice, not because of anything else. The center is caused by the one dice, and everything on the outside is caused by the two dice. That's what we have to understand. That's three, okay? And the other thing, why five is so popular, because it's two and it's three. It's always two and three. And it tells you everything. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 equals 11. The 10th end of 11 is 99, and that's the two egg births. The 9 and the 9, there's two. There's two eyes, okay? But then obviously we're going to get the 5 eyes, okay? Which is 5 by 9 is 45, which is one foxhole, which is one side of the eye birth. It takes 90. 5 by 9 and 5 by 9, 59, like I said before. I'm always afraid to forget all of this. I do, but I have to be in the realm, and it has to come back to me. Do you understand when I said 5 by 9 is 45? If you look at your telephone and add up the 1 to 9, it equals 45, okay? If we were working in the actual 10 world, okay, I would add in the next row, but we're not. It's, we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we take 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they overlap each other. You see, when you look at your telephone and you see the star key, the egg, and then the pound key, take that star key, look at it, make sure you look. There's only 3 lines on most phones, okay, because that's the way it's connected. There's 3 lines hooked up on one. Okay, you can't hook any more than 3 lines, okay? So you take 3 lines, you hook it up, you take those, the star key, put it over the pound key, and then put the egg, the same design, and the egg will take up a piece of every single number, but it will take up completely number 5 in the two worlds. 5, 2, 5 days a week, 2 days on the weekend, 1 Saturday, 1 Sunday, 1 mother, 1 father, 1 son. There's so many things. There are just so many things. Anyways, I'm just going to jump around. I hope you're keeping up with me. When we did standard, just adding ST, ND, and RD, we had 79, which is 16 as a count. 1 plus 6 is 7. 9 times 7 is 63. 6 plus 3 is 9. So by adding it, one way it gave me the 7. The other way it gave me the 9. Now let me see this again. Okay? 7 by 9 is 63. 7 plus 9 is 16. 16 plus 16 plus 63, 79. Same number. Gives you 1 7 and 1 9. My telephone is ringing in the kitchen. Anyways, we're going to leave it at this for now. Oh, I forgot. It's at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm at home. Shame, shame. Shame, shame to the working world where I am not attached. But if I had a company, I'd probably be there. But at least I treat my employees with respect. There'd be no problem if I had a company, that's for sure. Don't know how much money I can pay out because I haven't made a cent yet. Anyways, irregardless to the fact of, this is also a feeder pig. You see what they do here? It shows that it feeds, okay? And the pig has 2 sides to it, okay? And then underneath, it shows you what it feeds. It's a turnip. You see the turnip that's on it? It shows you. It pumps the blood into this world. What do you think it's this color for? Yeah, I could look stupid. I can be wrong. But you know what? It's just another hypothetical thought inside the story in the worlds and the myth of Zazareth. May we free the king. Do you know how to say right, to go right in French? Droite. Take out the D and T, which equals 24. The X letter also stands for God, because in Roman numerals it's 10, and that's who he is, like the letter J. Where was I? I don't remember. Anyways, we go like this, okay? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, when we get, okay, does that work out that way? Because on my keyboard, the 0 is after the 9. which tells me a different story. And we're not going to get into this right now. Is there anything else I have to do? Is Nibiru's coming? Oh, listen to this. Nigger. Niger. Or Nigger. But if you take the words and switch them around, it says Reign. That means queen. Now I'm looking at it this way. Since it means queen the other way, and the queen is a bitch, okay? The real queen is a bitch. I don't even know her because I just don't like any queens, okay? That means if it came from Harlem or Queens, there was once a nigger and now it's a queen. The whole thing is, all I see is harmony and soul out of black. But out of the queen, we're paying her money for things we haven't done, and she doesn't go to jail for hijacking us for everything we got. So the real nigger in this world is the queen. And the real queens of the world are those with soul. This is the way I see it. I'm never going to put my own self up because the only place I go is to the Indians because my soul is from the Indians. So I'm whatever skin color irrelevant to the fact. We're actually just talking about the words, terminologies. When you hear it, learn it. Because the words we hear, we've been taught, okay, in such a way to see it the wrong way, to make the evil look good and the good look evil. Is that the way it was supposed to go? I don't think so. Raphael, 7286.